up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Why you make so... Honey, listen. I'm not messing with this light. Don't be cussing at the in the beginning of the video, because the girl, I feel like I'm 12 years old on the damn internet, honey. You can't say the F word. You can't say the B word. Girl, you can't say nothing. You can't say nothing. You can't even like fully like express yourself with the full range of words, you know? It's like you gotta edit, self-edit. That's why I know people can self-edit, because everybody is doing it. Everybody is doing it. Everybody is doing it. All right. So what's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. I'm kind of close on the thing. See, I'm not gonna fight with this thing. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong. I don't know if it's like I can't imagine that it's like overheating, because it's like not a lot of light, and I'm not sure. I don't know if it's like, I have no idea. So I'm just gonna get another one this weekend. I have no idea why it's not working. And it comes right back on, just turns off and just comes right back on. So I don't know. So I'll get another one this weekend. Hopefully, I don't know. We'll see how long it stays on this time, honey. So I'll see what time it goes off, honey, and see. Look at the minutes and see if it means anything. Is this thing on? Okay. All right, everybody, we're down here, and we don't have anything to talk about, so we're gonna go. You know where we're gonna go. You know where we're gonna go. You see how the light just goes off? Like, girl, it's so tired. It is so tired and through. So tired and through. Because I'm about to throw it. I don't know what's wrong with it. I have no idea. Sorry, that's messing with your eyes. I'm gonna get another one this weekend. It goes on and off. The control, I don't know if it's a short in this thing or something. Girl, I don't know. I don't know, but I have another light source, so that should be fine for right now. You know what I'm saying? So we're just going to do it. We're just going to adjust your eyes and, get it together. And, like hopefully we can do a little bit of this, a little bit of this kind of, oh, no, that's too much. No. Girl, that is too much. Let's do it like this. And see, that's that heavy ass ring that broke the phone screen. Why you make it so complicated? Why you make it so complicated? Off drink, we concentrate. Hey, I know you want me hanging. Hey, we spend cash for entertainment. There's more where that came from. That's all I'm saying. Yes, oh shit. Okay, so let's go to the blocks. Y'all was asking me, a couple of folks asked me what book did I have on my bed, and this is from Layla Delia, Vibrate Higher Daily. So it is actually really good. It is just a book about how to keep your vibration high, keep yourself in high vibrations, and then, once, if there's times where you're not able to, or you have the resource and tools that you need to resource. So this is what that's about. So I'm quite in the middle, so it's actually really good. Would recommend, highly recommend it, if you are interested. Yeah, vibrational based living. So anyways, so let's go to the blogs. Now I sponsor. Girl, did she really say that I sponsor the blogs? Girl, she said I sponsor the blog. Now I sponsor the blogs.
I sponsor the now. Yes. I sponsor the blog. Let me tell you something.
Baby, now I sponsor the blogs. Well, here we go, right here. Now I need to clean this phone out. There's so many videos in here that don't need to be in here. They really don't need to be in here. A lot of these videos. I need to delete. Yeah, see, I done seen Azalea Banks a few times. Here she go.
There's a blog right now that she sponsors, and so yes, why would I sponsor the? Now yes. I sponsor the. Let me tell you something, Mariah. You will sell anybody, girl, to keep up a lie, girl.
To keep up a lie, girl. Shout out to Quad. Miss Quad. She got it. I'm telling you, everybody who done had a baby with Kodak Black needs a psychological evaluation. They do. You do. All of y'all do. That is so disgusting. Somebody was calling off his rap sheet yesterday, and even just like, why do you even think like this man with this record like this rap, like a literal rap sheet? Why do you think he would be the one to procreate with? Like what? And I'm telling y'all, it don't matter what you look like. It don't matter what you look like, what your hair look like, what your lashes, what your ass looks like, what your body looks like, what clothes you have on, what latest, whatever handbag, whatever shoes you have on. Please be doing that for yourself, because you doing all that. You are this pretty girl. I don't know. You probably are less than smart. Probably, I imagine anyone who would actually lay down in the bed and allow Kodak Black to place his shawanga in their pocketbook, there's something wrong with her. She has some issues. Yeah. I would, yeah. And it's all a facade. It's all like this. I don't know why anybody would have a baby by him. He's broke. He has a rap sheet, like arrested how many times in a year, and then it was like April 2016, May 2016. I mean, just back to back being arrested. Like he's just a degenerate. He is just a little imp running around terrorizing people. And then the charges that he was, I'm like, girl, this is a mess. And y'all actually went out and had a baby with him? What I'm sorry. And there's no excuse, because the Yelp reviews are his rap sheet. If he has a rap sheet, why would you even get close enough to replicate? What do you think is going to be of the product of that fertilizer? You fertilized an egg with that fertilizer, and you produced a baby with Kodak Black. What can he offer another human being? What can he offer? What can he possibly pour into another human? What kind of role model do you believe he would be for a person, a small person growing up, needing guidance, needing structure, needing love, needing support? Where do you think Kodak Black is going to fit into raising a child? Like literally, I would. Can Tasha K interview one of these girls? Like, girl, what is wrong? What is wrong with you? Where is your self-esteem that you would lay down with someone with his rap sheet? I mean, he can barely talk. Sound like he got a few dicks in his mouth. That's what it sounds like. It sounds horrible. Like, what is he saying? What did he say to you to lure your panties down around your ankles? And he could place his penis inside of your vagina until it ejaculated and then you became pregnant. How did it get to that? What? And I know you ain't doing it for a bag, because a nigga with all them damn fines and restitution and bails and all this other shit. Girl, what? Like literally what? Now, like I said, you give people grace when they don't know, they really don't know, they get into a situation. But this man is a public figure, a public menace to society, literal menace to society, reprobate, degenerate behavior, and your panties fail for that. Let me tell you something, ladies, young ladies, your pocketbook should not jingle for anything like that. It should dry up. It should actually close itself up and fold itself away. Like literally. Can you imagine if the body responded like that? The woman's body responded like that? I mean, like literally closed up at the thought that you are about to let some degenerate dicks inside of your body. No, ma'am. No. Oh, no. Yeah, no. Okay, let's look at what is going on the blogs. Okay, let's look at Hollywood Unlocked. It says, it's official. This is the first post that I see 8 minutes ago. It's official. President Biden nominated Judge let me get this. Ketanji Brown Jackson to the Supreme Court, keeping his campaign promise to pick the first Black woman for the nation's highest court. It's like, that's ridiculous. The president it's ridiculous that it's the first Black one. This is the way that this country is set up. The president made a big announcement this Friday, marking the first Supreme Court pick of his presidency after Justice Stephen Breyer announced his retirement last month. A source familiar with the decision told CNN that he informed his choice on a call on Thursday evening. Brown Jackson, 51, yeah, it's a good age, is currently a judge. Yeah, it's a good age. That's Gen X. This is so dark. I'm sorry, y'all. Here, let's try it again. I apologize. Let's see. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I'm sorry. It's going to go off again. I'm just letting you know. Look at all this. Girl, what is this? Where's my little thing? I have my little lint roller. Dang. Okay. So I think that's really good. 51 years old, currently a judge on the U.S. Court of Appeals in D.C. Biden tweeted moments ago, I am proud to announce that I am nominated Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson to serve on the Supreme Court, currently serving in the U.S. Court of Appeals for the D.C. Circuit. She is one of our highest, brightest legal minds and will be an exceptional justice. Very good. Very good. Okay, good. All right. Ketanji. Is it Ketaji? Y'all will correct me. Ketaji or Ketaji? Ketaji Brown Jackson. Yes, 51 years old. You better be a on the Supreme Court, the highest court of the land. I'm here for it. It's very necessary. The age is it's perfect because she could be there until she's what? I still think they should put a cap on how long they can sit. It's too long. It is too long. I don't give a damn who it is. It's too fucking long. Because it needs to be a progressive. It needs to be diverse. It really does. It needs to be diverse in age ranges, in cultures. It needs to look like the country. It literally needs to look like the country. I mean, like, it does. It does. That's what I think. Anyways, so congratulations to that lady. And Hollywood Unlocked. Remember the other day they had posted Queen Elizabeth. It took them a while to take it down. I don't understand how in the world would anybody, first of all, no tea, no shade. Hollywood Unlocked is not a reliable source for world news. No. If CNN is not reporting it, I don't give a damn. I would rather see it on CNN before I go to Hollywood Unlocked to believe that it's Hollywood Unlocked. They got it. No. Even people were like, I don't believe it until I see TMZ. Like, that's really sad. I believe it when TMZ. That's so sad. It really is. Do y'all have y'all Protect Your Energies apparel and merchandise? Protect your energy. I am protected. Yes. They on the site. It's on the site, y'all. The link is in the about page. The link is also probably in one of the video. Well, not probably. The link is in one of the video descriptions. So go get you some merchandise. It's really cute. I have a red sweatshirt on the way, and my sons they got some apparel too, some socks and some sweatshirts. I want sweatshirts. They was like, it's gonna have your name on the back. Yes. He's like, oh, people's gonna be looking, trying to see what it is. I was like, oh yeah, that's true. But yeah, so get your apparel, and thank you for all who have supported by purchasing some t-shirts and stickers. I saw some folks bought some stickers and sweatshirts and hooded sweatshirts. You could also get the shirt that says "Off with his head," a queen. Because I have an issue with like the way that we say, like, we assign, when we say somebody's a queen, you assign this high moral character, and there are queens who say "off with his head." It's no like, oh, I'm so prim and proper and I have this behavior. Like, the behaviors, they align with queen and king. I do believe that we should stop calling these kids, these little boys, kings. I don't call my son kings. You gotta work. You haven't inherited. No, you don't have a kingdom. So we're not gonna play these games. I'm not gonna fill your head with some shit that gives you a false sense of self. I'm not about to do that to them. This is the real world. You gotta have to work. If you want to be a king, you're gonna have to gain the resources, however way kings grab them. But sorry, boo. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I really feel like that is the language, the way that it's like, the way I think it does a detriment to a lot of little boys, the way that they're coddled and given excuses from the beginning. And I'm talking about all the boys, how they're given excuses, like, they develop slower, but you got to let them lead when they become adults. What? How you gonna ask me to let somebody lead me, and you done told me since I was in elementary school that they develop slower than me? What? Girl, what? What kind of dumbass shit is that? Who would actually do it? That's the thing that's crazy. And then women actually fall in line and be like, oh, I'm gonna follow my man. Girl, why? Because he's the man of the house. Okay, but why? Why is the man of the house? Oh, because he's the head of the household. Why? Because he's the man. That's it. That's the only thing. The qualifying. Yeah, because he's the leader. And he's the leader based on what? Because he's the man. Say it again. When you actually like on some like step outside of this shit. When you step outside of this shit and look inside of it, the shit is crazy, y'all. Like the shit is really crazy. And we teach it to children. We keep teaching it to children. Keep teaching it. I dispel all of that stuff. I don't play none of that stuff. No, you didn't develop slower than girls. No, you don't emotionally mature until you're 43, like Marcus Black says. No, none of that. No, 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 no. And don't believe just because you have a penis that your divine position is to lead somebody. No, it doesn't work like that. I don't know who told you that, but they told you wrong. They taught you wrong. Unlearn it. It's not true. All right. So Hollywood Unlocked the other day, they posted that Lisbeth was dead, right? So, cause she got the little coronia, right? So they left it up for a long time and they finally took it down. So they said, fact check. They posted, fact check. 10 reasons we believed Queen Elizabeth was dead. With her little face like that, she is a little criminal too. Looking around with a little crown on, made from diamonds they done stole from somebody. Tuesday, February 22nd, Hollywood Unlocked CEO Jason Lee was contacted directly from a source who was in attendance at a wedding of the British Vogue editor-in-chief Edward Innenfull. The source claimed they witnessed a call in which news of the Queen's death had been confirmed to a high-profile attendee. They went on to outline the dismay that the news created at the star-studded event. While many have scoffed at the idea that the Queen or anyone associated with her would ever attend Indiful's wedding, not only is he a fashion royalty in the UK, a quick Google image search easily pulls up articles of him sharing intimate moments with members of the royal family, such as Queen's eldest son, Prince Charles, 73, her 74-year-old daughter-in-law, Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, and other, that's a messed up name, Cornwall, and other members of the inner circle. The Queen was last publicly sighted. However, 4 days later on Sunday, she tested positive and subsequently announced due to her diagnosis she would cease taking in-person meetings. It's not worth noting that earlier in the month, Queen Elizabeth announced Camilla will be known as a Queen Consort once Prince Charles takes over the throne. This illustrates that her mortality was an ongoing discussion that could be ignored as she celebrates an unprecedented 70 years on the throne. So they thought she was dead, girl. It's too much. It's too long to reach. I ain't got time. But they finally took it down. Yeah, have you all been watching Brittany, Renner, and Cam Newton? Their conversations. Somebody needs to talk about those. I don't really care because I think Cam Newton is a clown. I mean, I find that the conversations are interesting and I love how comfortable they are. Like that, like I said, like that, like when, like, okay. So like when I'm listening to people on like in discussions and these men get on panels, a lot of the times they aren't really allowed to speak. And for me, when you get an example of what you're talking about on stage, you should allow them to speak. You should allow them to speak so that everyone can hear and get and be affirmed in how they feel about whatever the topic is. Because I think what happens is when we have these discussions and the people who are an example of what we're talking about aren't allowed to express themselves, you don't get to hear it in real time. You're saying all of these things about these people, and these people get on stage, and then you don't really let them talk. Let them talk. Let them show themselves. Let them talk. And then let the people who agree with them stand up so that you can see who is agreeing with. I feel like a lot of the times it's like, let the people talk, let them talk. And they're very comfortable with her and they do all the talking and you can hear you can hear the pathology. You can hear it, and you can hear it, and then you understand that it does not matter. It's not, the socioeconomic level doesn't matter, and that's what's, it's like because it's not a money thing. It's not even a race thing. It's not even a race thing. It's not. It's just the socialization. And I don't know that it will ever change. I don't think it will ever change. I think after a while, the conversations regarding that, because we've been talking about these things for generations. And as we can see, it has gotten worse because it's moved on from the silent generation to the baby boomer generation to Gen X, millennials, Gen Z. What is the other next? Alpha, Generation Alpha is next. The same ideologies are being, the boys and the girls are being programmed with these things over and over and over again. And this, after a while, it's going to say, you know what? It's not going to change. So how do you adapt to the environment? And that's why so many women are now like, okay, I'm going to adapt to the environment. I'm going to make sure that I'm protected, because I see that it is really a futile battle. It really is, going back and forth with a group of people who have no intention of changing their mindset, then their behaviors. No intention. Why? Because there's no consequence. There's no incentive to change. There's no consequence for my bad behavior. I'm still allowed access to women. I can beat up a woman one week and be in a relationship the next week. So there's no incentive to change. So if the environment doesn't change, then you need to adapt to the environment. And if that means moving away and keeping these people at a double arm's length, then that's what it means. I think the conversation is trying to, shake their shoulders and trying to get them to see they don't care. They don't care. They don't care to change. They don't change for what? Change for what? This is a man's world. This is a patriarchy. I can be the lowest on the social totem pole and still believe that I'm a high value man. Like, honestly, it's crazy. And after a while, you have to disengage from the craziness, because it's like, and I think after a while, I think most of the conversations are more so like, let's point out the inconsistencies of what is being said versus what the numbers actually say and the stats say, right? Let's look at those and let's talk about how these people are so ridiculous. After a while, I think that's what it becomes, because I think trying to fight for a group of people who don't believe that they're doing anything wrong, they're well within their right to behave the way they do. This number of these men killing women every 5.5 hours, you have to know that if you're in proximity, that they're liable to be dangerous. And it's not just a boyfriend girlfriend situation. It's husbands killing their wives. It's sons killing their mothers. It's crazy. And over the oddest thing is, like, there's no value of life. It's just like, how do you rationalize? How do you, literally, you should not negotiate with terrorists. It's literally, that's it. Don't negotiate with terrorists. Don't. Move accordingly. There's no conversation. It's worthless. It is. And all you can do is point the people who haven't had the experiences yet, point them to the sources of information. point them to the channels, the YouTube channels, so that they can see, look, it's not you, sweetie. Look, because a lot of girls growing up, they wonder, like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Why are these guys treating me like this, until they access. That's why you should be like drilling into boys and girls self-love, self-love, self-love. Love is not seeking partnership outside of yourself, right? Teaching boys how to accept rejection, teaching girls that they don't have to placate to boys, and that they're and like teaching little girls not to see themselves through the eyes of boys, so that they kind of like morph into anything he likes, or they start taking his interest on. All of that stuff starts very, very early. Very early. We need to get the little kids out of that kind of thinking. And you really socialize little girls to grow up to be women who really see themselves through the eyes of men. And then teaching these girls, boys are taught to mistreat. This is how they're taught. They're taught this. The way that you interact with girls, this don't pay attention to her, she'll like you more. I heard a guy give a junior high school boy advice like that. He was talking about liking a girl, and I heard him tell him to ignore the girl, she'll like you more. And I said, why would you give a junior high school kid advice like that? Like, why would you do that? And I was pissed off, because now this little boy has in head, he probably thinks this guy that's giving him, advice is cool, and he probably knows. He looks like he pulls the girls, and you're giving them advice that kind of like fucks with the head of the girl. Like, what? Don't do stuff like that. And I'm telling you, they be like, giving bad advice. But I'm like, you gotta be careful correcting misinformation. I think it's important to get these girls to these channels so that they can see that it's not you. A lot of girls grow up trying to like figuring out, why don't boys like me, or why are they mean to me, or why do they act like this with us? A lot of they don't understand why do I feel this way, and why is this, and why and why and why. And it's like, we really don't teach them healthy ways to relate to each other. Just think about it. And then you're having these conversations with how men and women relate to each other, especially Black men and women. And the conversations are literally circular. I feel like I get on a carousel every single time, and it just starts to fucking speed up until I'm like this on the carousel. Like going so fast. And then don't let the carousel start going backwards, because then they start talking about shit from I don't know when, since before they were born. How the fuck are you blaming? How are you blaming your plight today on a system that you claim took your grandfather at this point out of the home? Like, what the fuck? So you're saying today that you sit here today in the way that you present socially because your granddaddy was taken out of the home for what? Oh, for a block of cheese? Really? A man. The government was able to remove a man out of the home. You the man. So you the same man? Are we supposed to honor that lineage so much, take on your last names, do all this stuff, and your lineage was able to be removed out of the homes to the detriment of your community? Then who are you again? And what is your purpose? Because if you was able to be removed out of homes to the detriment of your community, you still blaming that, but you want women to be submissive to y'all, and you want to lead somebody? It's just this, honestly, it's just like base common sense. That's why it's like, it's not profound. This is not a light bulb going off. This is just common sense. It's common sense. And when you stop and realize, no, it does not make sense to teach girls that boys develop slower than them, because that allows them to give them room to do and make mistakes. that they are fully aware that they are making, but you give them an out to start misbehaving. Boys will be boys. Men will be men. You give them an out. You don't tell little boys that. You don't tell them they develop slower than girls. You don't give little girls all of this crazy ass responsibility growing up and still like give them all of this response. You develop faster than boys. So therefore her actions, she should know better. She should know better. Know better enough that when she gets older, I'm not going to let the motherfucker who develops slower than me lead me any fucking where. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? You would have to be crazy. If you grew up thinking that boys develop slower than girls and you got your grown ass up and decided that you were going to allow this man to lead you somewhere. He didn't develop as fast as you. Why do you think he should lead you? Because why again? Because he has a penis. Really? Does that make sense to you? It doesn't. And then you pull out the Bible and say, well, the Bible says, girl, when was the last time you was at church? You don't even have your white Mary Janes for Easter, girl. What are you talking about? The Bible says. Shut up. And then are you talking about the Bible says that a man is supposed to lead? And is this man in the Bible at all? This man that you want to partner with? Oh, this man is also supposed to protect and provide for you. But he's been told since he was a little boy that he was a king. And he ain't got shit on the bottom of the totem pole, right under you. And telling you that you need to follow him. And today he's averaging how much? I'll give him 50,000 because it was 40 something. I'm gonna give him 50,000. He wants to be the head of household on $50,000 a year. Create a family with you. You not have an education because education is not important, right? You also to be what? Fit and friendly and stupid. To do what now? And then they say, there's an article, they say it. When you marry them, your social credit score plummets. And if you have a baby by him, and then y'all are no longer together, now you're classified as a single mother. So it even goes plummeter. It goes down lower, it gets worser. And then what? It's crazy. And when you think common sense, it's like at the end of the day, a person with common sense would not even engage in the conversation because you know it's not going to go anywhere. They're not going to change. We've been having the same conversations for generations. I remember listening to my mom and her friends, the way that they would talk, and I would be like, y'all some bitter ass bitches. I programmed. Y'all bitter. What y'all mad about? What y'all mad about? The same conversations, the same thing. So that tells me the men of that generation, since I was a little girl, have the men, because I came in line with men who were thought weird. I know other women who I see it. I see it. I see how boys and women and girls and how they relate to each other. You pay attention. I did this the other day. I went back and I wrote down from the time I was in preschool how I related to boys, how I looked at boys. The first time I thought a boy was cute, I was like 5 years old. I will never forget his name, Aramis. I will never forget his name. He was so cute. His face was so cute. That's the first time I was 5 years old. So cute. Then I started elementary school. And then I thought, okay, I like the boy. Did he like me back? Did he like me back? Did he like me back? Did you like him more than he liked you? Think about that. Think about every little boy or girl that you came in contact with, how you related to them since you were little. And it's literally a programming. It's literally a programming. And don't let the little girl get attached to Disney in any fucking sort of way. Because now you've given her this idea that I'm this princess. I need to find this prince. But I need to find this prince, but I have a time clock, this biological clock that the world tells me I need to have a baby by. So I need to find any fucking body. I go out and find anybody. And I beat him over the head to marry me. And now you in this fucked up fucking relationship because you wanted a prince. You had an idea of a wedding since you were 7 years old, and you want this wedding hook or crook. You had no concept of marriage, no idea of how the little boy that you are going to grow up and marry, how he's been taught to relate to women. None. When I tell you Disney has fucked up so many little girls and boys, really bad, really bad. I gotta go, y'all. Oh my God, it's so late. Anyways, y'all, we didn't really talk about much on the blogs, but yeah, we didn't talk much on the yeah, it's really low. All right, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Take care of each other. Have a great weekend, and I'll get OC up this weekend. All right, peace.